Just a couple of days back, I got a call from my friend. I was working, but since she hadn't called me in a long time, I picked up the phone anyway. And I said, "Hey, Sai, how are you doing?" I get a response from the other side. "Stop yelling!" "What? I'm not yelling." "Stop yelling, Shravan!" Like, "Hey, Sai, are you there?" And after 2 minutes of hearing this, I hung up the phone. I was very angry. And justly so, in my humble opinion. I get a call from a friend, and she doesn't even want to speak or listen to me speak. This took me back to many things I witnessed day in and day out. As we have this information overload, you open the laptop, you get notifications from 20 different applications. You're sending an email, forget about writing a letter, you're sending an email to your mom, and you get 5 other emails, you get distracted. I'm writing this speech. Almost unconsciously, I open Chrome and type Facebook and see what updates I have. In this era of information overload and tons, many thousands of distractions, it's hard to focus and concentrate and listen. But my friends, fellow Toastmasters, I am here standing before you to encourage to do just that. Just listen. And not just listen like a caveman. Why did I think that we should listen like cavemen? I imagine in the prehistoric days when writing was yet to be invented, I imagine those cave people sitting around what they had just discovered, a fire inside a cave, huddling and listening to stories from the elders about their hunting. This is how our spoken history started. Just imagine if those people hadn't listened, the stories and the knowledge that we call tribal knowledge could not have been passed along. Take a few steps into the present. I receive an email. I get on a phone call. I listen to someone speak on the TV. I converse with someone on the phone. But am I doing just that? I am always holding a device, thinking about something. Some people even drive and speak. I don't know how that's even possible. Now, someone said history repeats itself because no one was listening the first time around. I want to change that today. I am going to give you 3 tips to listen like cavemen. Tip number 1. Next time you are on the phone, do just that. Consciously avoid the distractions that you could potentially have when you're on the phone. Next time you're speaking to someone, look into their eyes. Look at their body language. Look at the emotions they're trying to convey. Pay attention. It could be over the phone, or it could be in person. It could be a video that you're watching. Just pay attention. The third tip. Next time you hear someone expressing an opinion that you probably disagree with, at some level or completely disagree with, this is a tricky part, so pay attention, people. I'll tune off usually. Here's the tip. As Toastmasters, we have the ability to start counting their ahs, ums, so's, and you knows. Do just that. At least that should keep you engaged enough to hear them, if not, hear their opinion. Now, I spoke about 3 tips to listen like cavemen. Now I'll come to the next step. Sarah Dessen, in her book Just Listen, said, there is a problem dealing with someone who is actually a good listener. They don't jump in on your sentences, saving you from actually finishing them, or talk over you, allowing you to manage to get out, to be lost or altered in transit. Instead, they wait. So you have to keep going. Next time you listen to someone, I challenge you to be what Sarah just described. Give the speaker a chance to complete what they say. Give the speaker a chance to express their opinion. Struggling as they might be, they may not be great with words, they may not be great with their actions, they may not even speak points of view that you agree with. But you have the power to be a good listener and encourage that person to speak. I think this is one of the key lessons we learn in Toastmasters. Don't get me wrong, I'm not standing here before you to give you listening 101. I'm sure we all have been through that training at some point in our life. It's the application that's become such a problem. I would like to reiterate the 3 tips. 1, next time you speak to someone, pay attention, let them finish. 2, if they're boring, just start counting their ahs, ums. Point number 3, if you have to stop yourself from being distracted, do so, even if you have to take a pen and do this, to just listen to what they have to say. I would suggest humbly for you all to think about what we can achieve if we listened to each other. Listening has become such a rare commodity, and we all need to put extra effort to be better listeners. When people talk, listen. And don't just listen, listen completely, because most people never listen. And when you listen, you encourage a better, engaging conversation. I would like to leave you with the message that we all have to strive to be better conversationalists. And in my opinion, 75% of a good conversation is good listening. Thank you.